Hello, my name is Josiah, aka Afrosiah. If you guys are watching this, I just want to say hello. Nice to meet you. Welcome to my channel. This is where I show my afro curly textured hair, and I also show my lifestyle. I live in an RV. It's pretty nice. It's pretty cozy. Without further ado, let's get into my hair and get it ready for the day. This looks My hair might look done, but it's really not. What I like to use next is the spray bottle. Spray around my hair. I don't like to make it too wet. And then I like to pick it out. I'm sure you guys get the point, honestly. I mean, all it is just doing this for a good amount of time. I don't need to put too much product in my hair, other than if it's way too dry. Then that's when I like to put some leave-in conditioner and some water. But it's honestly fine. Yes, the pulling does hurt. Yes, absolutely. But you know what? At the end of the day, it's an afro. This is how it usually is. You're gonna have some pulling, even with curly hair. Look at that. Look at that pull right there. It's crazy. Alright, so we are definitely in the stage where I just start picking it out with my own hand. This is actually day 2. I took a shower yesterday. Thought I was gonna make my hair curly, but instead I decided to just make it an afro because it was easier. Plus I was in a rush to go to work, and honestly, I only had an hour left until I had to leave the building. Alright, so this is what we ended up with. I say that this is an absolutely amazing afro. Overall, I'm super happy about it, and I think we're ready for the day, so I'm gonna take you guys with me to go do some errands and stuff like that. I'm gonna be with my girlfriend, so let's go on the road. We're gonna go to the store right now. I gotta get some groceries. Yeah, let's just take a slow ride on the way. This is crazy. This is actually my first YouTube video. So before doing YouTube, I've been watching a lot of other people start their YouTube channels, and I've even made friends with some people, and they have had an amazing experience on this platform, so I thought I'd give it a try. I mean, like, I didn't know what I was gonna post, and I just decided to do it. I have no idea what I'm doing fully, but you know what? Like, if I don't do anything, then there's no movement, which means there's no progress. So if you guys want to do anything, if you guys want to start your own YouTube channel, just start doing it. This is all I got. Just kidding, there's more. We just got to go to Fred Meyer's. Right now we're at Walgreens. Is it me, or does Olaplex not sell this stuff in Walgreens? $4, this is $20, so I guess we're gonna be trying this out. So the only thing different about this is the bristles are kind of shorter than the original. Yeah, so we got 2 of these. You know when you have that impulsive decision to just buy something you don't really actually need, and you just try it and it's just absolutely disgusting? Why did I buy this? Yeah, this is not it. All right, guys, so we got our groceries, we got all sorts of stuff, and we are about to head back to the RV. So we actually used to have a tangle teaser. We still kind of do, but I left it at my parents' house. Yeah, we're just gonna use that budget-friendly one. It looks like this. As you guys can see, this is a Walgreens version. I'm not sure how this is gonna play out, but it does seem to feel the same as the regular tangle teaser. If you have a brush that you prefer for your hair, let me know in the comments below. I would like to try out a lot of different brushes for my hair. I'm sure not every hairbrush would work, but it would be nice to try out and see if it does. So people probably wonder why we live in an RV. The reason why we started was because we started watching YouTube videos of people who lived in RVs. We had all sorts of apartments. There were a lot of things in the apartments that were deal breakers. This is how real men hold their groceries, even if it's upstairs. Ugh. Oh my god, it's locked. Alright, so now let's use this Tangle Teaser brush that looks like the Tangle Teaser. So far, I don't feel any pulling on my hair. That's crazy. This part right here is super thick. It's more heavy than the original teaser, which feels more light. But yeah, other than all that, I mean, it feels pretty good. And look at how much hair it's taken out. Not that much hair. So I think that'll do it for the video for today. So we just got some sausage, got some bacon, and we got avocados and eggs scrambled. One of the great things about living in an RV is having the view while you're eating. When I lived in an apartment, I was never able to do that. If I walked out of my door, I'd be in a hallway without windows. Nature is truly beautiful, and I love the fresh air that you get from it. When you live in an apartment, sometimes the smell of hallways can vary. If you know, you know. Is there anything that I do miss about living in an apartment? We would literally cry because of how expensive our bills were, and that we didn't know if we were gonna be able to pay them. And we would be super stressed out because fire alarms would randomly go off, and then we would have to evacuate the apartments. We would always get notices on our doors saying that the people would come in. And what is pet rent? I'm sorry, but like, there were just a bunch of additional rules that were just nonsense in my opinion. At least with this RV, we could go wherever we want. Our bills are super low. The one thing about the RV is it gets messy really quick, which, speaking of messy, it's really messy right now. I'm gonna take you with me inside and we're gonna just clean up the RV. So this is what it looks like in my RV. You're also probably wondering, what are these lights? They're like all over the place. Well, I only have those because the lights in here are not good for my camera and I need better lighting. I got these off of Temu for like $5, pretty nice. So right here is our kitchen area. Don't use our stove or the oven. We just use this thing, which actually broke. We need to either get a new one or fix it with like super glue. We like to drink a lot of tea in the morning. Honestly, after drinking tea every morning, it really helps because it makes you feel motivated for the day. It doesn't make you feel heavy and tired, exhausted. It makes you feel very energetic. Right over here, we have a couch that turns into a bed. These are the dirty clothes that I will be putting in the laundry room. Just the loft area. This is a TV that pulls out. This whole thing turns into a bed. We have a little Pomeranian. He likes to get through to get to her food, so we use this part to block this entrance. Whew, awesome. I got the whole RV cleaned. I also cleaned up our bedroom and our bathroom. I wasn't going to show that whole process. We are about to go to the Japanese gardens, so I'm going to take you guys with me on this experience, and I hope you guys enjoy. All right, so we're finally at the Japanese garden. It looks super nice here. So I'm actually from Washington State. My dream is to go to Japan. That's always been my dream since I was a little kid. To be honest, I don't really know what I'm gonna be talking about because I'm so mesmerized by the garden. I was like, oh look, there's a bench over here, and I was gonna eat my Panda Express that I bought. And then I look in my bag and there's no fork. No fork. So I guess I'm gonna be using my hands. I have hand sanitizer, but it's just still gross. It's gonna be pretty hard to talk and record at the same time. If any of you live in Japan or have been to Japan, let me know if a Japanese garden looks like this. As I walk through here, I just want to buy a plane ticket and go to Japan. Nice. This trail led us to a waterfall. Going deep into the woods. just this huge rock here. I feel like it would be super cool if they put like a design on here. Wow, we actually did find a rock that has a symbol on it. If you know what that says, let me know. If you live in Washington State, you already know that the weather is not this nice. It always changes, but honestly, I say it looks pretty nice. Someone made a heart. That was fun and everything was beautiful. We're gonna head back home. So if you guys can, please help by subscribing to this channel, and I'm also gonna link down some of my social medias in the description. Follow those. I appreciate you guys for watching. Peace out.